Whoa, where did you come from? Yeah, so Warrior Cats sent me a box of their Series 2 Bonkers toys. This time they ended up reaching out to me and asked if I wanted a box to review and look at. Heck yes, I did. So we're going to be going into this today. I got this a couple of days ago, but some friends were coming into town, so I had to hide it away secretly. And now I am finally getting to open it, and it is going to be amazing. Genuinely, the Bonkers toys have unquestionably been my favorite merch they have released in ever, I think. They're full of so much character, and they have such good designs for the kitties. They give them unique poses and cute smiles. Their proportions are much better. It's lovely. This time, in addition to the big plush, the mini plush, and the mini figures that they had last time, they are also selling the collectible charms. I don't actually know what they've sent me in the box today, so I'm going to find out, but the charms do look really cute, so we'll see what I have. Got ourselves one of the big plushies. Makes sense, they could not fit more than one in this box. We have 2 of the mini mystery plushes. We've got, looks like 2 of the mystery figures. And, oh, here we go, 2 of the mystery charms. I have elected to go in order of excitement from least but still excited to most excited, because I want to end on my very favorites that I haven't seen yet. So we're going to be starting off with the mystery plushes. Nothing is wrong with the mystery plushes. I love them. It's just that the figures tend to be more capable of showing off unique poses, the personality behind the characters, which is what I love. So we're going to open the 2 mystery plushes, the mini ones, first. My estimation of how good I am at opening these without any extra tools was a little overdone, but still accurate. I got it open. We're fine. Alright, so we've got our 2 mystery mini plushies. Each of these are a little less than the size of a hand, so they'll fit easily on a shelf. For these ones, the characters we can actually get are Cloudtail, Jayfeather, Ravenpaw, Rusty, Sandstorm, Squirrelflight, Tawny Pelt, and Tiger Star. For this and the mystery figures in this wave, they do have some mystery cats that are also on the packaging. Note that you cannot get these right now. These would be coming soon, as far as we can tell. We don't know exactly when they would start entering the waves, but they are cats that will eventually be added to this wave. You cannot get them right now, so you are just getting one of these 8. It comes with an explanation of the cats you can get. Inside it says coming soon, but that's not something you see on the outside of the package. Don't love that. I wish they were a little bit more transparent about it, but I do love the 8 we get here. I think they could totally get away with just saying, collect one of these 8 and we'd still be happy. Oh, this is Cloudtail. Oh boy, is this Cloudtail. So here's one of 2 plushes I think I saw in this set that have the extraordinarily fluffy tail, which I genuinely do love. It's very soft in person, I will say. The normal plush is already soft. The chest has a slightly different texture from the base fabric to make it more fluffy, in a little ring around their head. And then the tail is just massive floof. And it's got a little bit of molding so that it has a crook at the end. This is my favorite. This is my favorite tail. This is verging on a squirrel tail, which they do also have for Squirrelflight if you get her. But Cloudtail is utterly adorable. I love the clan symbols on the back of the ear that they've chosen to represent these guys. Cloudtail, obviously, for all of these waves, they've been taking careful attention of the various wounds they got through life and adding scars for them. You can take it or leave that as a design choice, because scars obviously can fade away over time, but obviously including them gives them a more unique appearance from other white plush cats, and also makes it more obvious that they're warrior kitties. I'm fine with it. And Cloudtail is adorable. I will say the cheek fluff, if you see it on any of these cats, is a separate flat paneling to give that little upwards cheek, sort of like Sunny has. It does also look like for Cloudtail they added a little bit of fluff into his inner ear to make him look more fluffy. They're really going all out on making these long-haired cats pretty, and it's a delight. The one thing I will say, because the muzzles were a big problem in some of the earlier toys, from the front he looks absolutely fine, but there isn't as much of a sewn down tip to the muzzle, so you're going to get a more rounded off experience. But they're sittable, they are positioned with their forepaws so that they can both look like they're sitting as cats and will hold themselves up without any balancing, and will look very nice on your shelf. I'm definitely going to be putting him on my shelf. Cloudtail's a bubby. Love you, baby. Let's see who lush number 2. Okay, now I need to quadruple check because this obviously looks like 2 cats we're familiar with, but yes, this is Tiger Star, as in Tiger Claw Star, first arc villain. So, we have a very intimidating cat here. They've taken a slit out of his ear, more scars, more cuts all around his body. We've got the iconic one right above his muzzle, that little toothy sticking out. This is an evil guy if I've ever seen one. I have this evil little guy on my shelf forever now. His tail is the other type of tail. I'm glad we got one of each to compare. You can see just how much bigger Cloudtail's tail is. And Tiger Star's tail is more of the smooth fluff, you can see right there. He, of course, has the Shadow Clan symbol on the back. That is where he was Tiger Star. It would probably disgust him at the end if you dared to call him a ThunderClan cat in front of his new clanmates. So here is the 2 plushes. I love them very, very much. Having Tiger Star here is definitely going to be very nice. I was really surprised that they waited until this wave to have him rather than Brambleclaw, but I'm happy either way. He's a nice addition to the collection, and Cloudtail is probably my favorite. He is so loopy. Up next, we have the giant mystery plush. For these ones, it looks like we have 4 different options. Again, ignore the mystery cats, those are coming soon. We could get Jayfeather, Ravenpaw, Squirrel Flight, or Tiger Star. So at this point, I'd be happy with anyone besides Tiger Star. I'd be happy to have Tiger Star too, but a new character would be fun. Similar to the first wave, there are only 4 of the larger plushes, 8 of the mini ones, which entirely makes sense. They're bigger, they're harder to produce. These ones, to get a vague gauge, are a little over 2 hands high, and we will see which one is inside. I think we tear along the strip. Yeah, who do we have? Oh! Just before I zoom all the way in, here is the inner plush. As you can see, those other 4 are coming soon. But this would be what Jayfeather looks like, Squirrel Flight, and Tiger Star. But we have Ravenpaw. And I am so excited to have you. You might be my favorite of the bunch. You are extremely sleek. You look extremely cute. The shape they've given his eyes and the proportions of that to the rest of his face are fantastic. They really help to emphasize his cuteness. They've given him lighter gray markings for his eyebrows and ears. Dark nose, but the others are helping to accentuate his face, give him a nice appearance even from far away. This is a beautiful plush. Also very soft, very, very sleek. He has the smooth tail with the classical white Ravenpaw tip, white Ravenpaw little speck on his chest. This is utterly beautiful. With all of the giant plushies, they are made to lay down like this, rather than sit up like the mini plushies. Gosh, he's so cute. He, on the back of his ear, has the No Clan sign, because while he was in ThunderClan originally, his heart always lay with Barley. Ravenpaw, it has always been a great character, but I've definitely been coming to appreciate him more lately, perhaps since they officially canonized him and Barley as mates. Who's to say? But He is utterly adorable, probably the cutest of the plushies I've seen so far, and I'm extremely happy to have him. Oh, what a darling, what a darling. Next up, we have what are probably my favorite type of merch they've released so far, which is the mystery figures. These ones come in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different cats this time. But what I really appreciate about these is just how varied their poses and expressions are. They've really been able to take advantage of the medium and line these up with the character they're portraying, which is extremely cool. Characters we could get here are Cloudtail, Feathertail, Ivypool, Jayfeather, Ravenpaw, Squirrelflight, Tawny Pelt, and Tigerclaw. Tiger Star. So let us open our number 1. Alright, they are all unwrapped, and I'm going to open our mystery figure number 1. These come in nice little wrapping. I'm assuming both to keep them safe and to keep them private. I will very quickly show the poster for that slightly better view. I know you're getting glare, but slightly better view of the cats you could be getting. And we'll see who we got. Woohoo! 2 layers of wrapping, I see. Oh, you are beautiful! You're Feathertail, aren't you? I've already forgotten. I just looked at them and I already forgot. Yep, you are Feathertail indeed. I wanted to be sure you weren't Silverstream, but she was in the previous wave, so that would be unlikely. She is utterly beautiful. On their belly, they have their clan symbols now, so that's RiverClan for her, of course. Feathertail is managing to be sleek along her body, but with a fluffy head, neck, fluffier tail. She definitely looks like a sleek RiverClan cat should. And absolutely daughter of her mother, because those are gorgeous stripes. The way they've done her tabby stripes is incredibly elegant, river-like with all the curves. Oh, this is beautiful. I also love, because of the shine that they seem to have used on her eyes. I don't know how much you can see that, but her eyes seem to like shimmer in the light when you move it back and forth more than the rest of her body does. That is a really, really nice touch. And she does stand appropriately. Yeah, she is utterly beautiful. I love these figures so much. This is really a fantasy in my head. The idea that this beautiful little book series I've been following for well over a decade would have just merch this good for their characters is insane to me. Anyway, let us move on to number 2. Let's see, who is it? I think it's a Cloudtail. It sure is, yes. So, this is Cloudtail, and I am not at all having problems with technically getting duplicates across the different types of merch, because A, Cloudtail is beautiful. I love how fluffy and huge they make him, and B, the minifigures are just a completely different thing from the plushes. I can actually put these two next to each other if you'd like to see a sort of size difference, design difference. So you can see they both have those muzzle markings. The one along Cloudtail's mouth is much less emphasized in the plush just because his head curves downwards, so you can't see it as easily. In the minifigure, because he's looking up, it is a much more prominent part of his design. But all of the markings are carried over faithfully. Again, with the ear dents, there is, looking back, a very slight dent to Cloudtail's ears on either side, but definitely it's more easy to recognize in the figure. And both of them have massive fluffy tails with that squirrel crook. Utterly beautiful. I especially love the little tufts of fur they gave to his back joints, so that you can really tell this cat is fluffy all over. If you compare him to Feathertail, the body shape itself is slightly chunkier on Cloudtail than on Feathertail, making her just a little bit sleeker, even though she's also fluffy in many ways. Yay. These are just fantastic. I cannot wait to see what other waves they come out with of these, because I will love each and every one. And the final thing, the new thing, is our Warrior Cats charms. They did not have these in the first wave. They are new this time. But we have 6 variants here that we can look into. We have Brightheart, Firestar, Graystripe, Jayfeather, Squirrelflight, and Yellowfang. So this one is mirroring more of the cast from the first wave of blind boxes than the second, because this is, the first wave of charms. I haven't seen these on the inside yet, but just the idea is adorable. They already have the clan pin, the cat, the Warrior Cat's tag that makes it easier to hang from, and a little fire to represent Firestar. I'm curious what it will be for all of the other cats. And I wanted to quickly say, as I open this, blind boxes as a concept are definitely contentious, because obviously if you buy anything less than an entire pack, and sometimes even then, you're not guaranteed to get the cat or cats that you want, which is unfortunate, and I'm sure that will matter to me a lot more when we get down to cats like Holyleaf, if they ever decide to release an Ivypool and Dovewing in a set of other cats that I don't care about as much. That'll definitely sting. But with Warrior Cats in particular, I'm so happy to have merch of any of them. They're all cute kitties. I genuinely like all of them. I have not been disappointed to get a cat in a blind box yet. And buying just a couple allows me to get less or no duplicates. Obviously, I didn't buy these. These ones were gifted. But if I were to buy a blind box, I would just buy a couple and be happy with the characters I got. That's not how everyone goes into it, and it is a bit of a predatory marketing idea to have blind boxes at the first stage. But it's not something Bonkers is the only one doing by any means. Toys have been like this for a long time. And, well, I almost just saw it. And basically, I'm happy with whoever I get. However, I got Jayfeather! Oh, my boy. My little baby boy. How do I open you? There's a tab down here. The charms do not actually have a pamphlet to tell you about the insides, but it's just the 6. It should be pretty simple. So the ring itself is shaped like a clan symbol. Jayfeather's little charm is a jay feather, a blue jay feather. Beautiful. They have the clan symbol in the primary color they're using for that character. So they're not taking a stance in what color each clan is. ThunderClan is not blue. And they have the strap. You could put it around a few fingers. You could hang it from something. The engraving for the rubber of this strap actually sticks up just a little bit. Let me see if I can make it show you that. Basically, the letters go just a little further up from the base strap, and you can feel it texturally. Has a paw print on the end, and we get to little baby Jayfeather holding his stick. The scratches on the stick from all of those ancient cats have been emphasized with blue. He has his big bold eyes, his tail hangs right down. I honestly don't see any flaws on him. He is fantastic. This is adorable. I've never seen Jayfeather so cute. I genuinely love these things. These might be up there with the minifigures as far as being some of my favorite items. Rather than setting them on my shelf, I could hang them from somewhere and have little Jayfeather jingling by me. I am not personally going to put this on my bags when I go out, but that's just because I don't want him to get beat up by the elements, because I bring my bags everywhere. I want him to remain pristine. That's my little boy right there. I love the design they've given for him as well. They've definitely put some effort into choosing which markings go on which tabbies. Jayfeather has a sort of feather-like design at the top. Firestar has his flame. I'm interested to see what the others are, but this is utterly adorable. It's really hard to show on camera because it's kind of just a jiggly thing, but every single thing hanging off of this charm is fantastic. And I will move on to charm number 2. Ooh. So we have Medicine Cat Club right here is what we're doing. This one is Yellowfang. She is cited as being in ThunderClan, not ShadowClan, so they seem to be going with whatever their end of lifetime plans were, which makes sense. The strap for her is purple, so they are not going with a fully consistent color scheme. Orange for the symbol, purple for the strap. But it works on her. It definitely does. There she is. I'll get back to her in a second, because I wanted to first show her charm is a dual-colored, dark green on the back, light green for the leaves, red for the berries. Death berries. Of all the symbols you could give Yellowfang, Jayfeather having a Jay's feather definitely made sense, but when it came to the characters that don't have an obvious thing in their names, like you wouldn't want to put a tooth on here, I was curious as to what their symbols would be, and using the death berries for her is diabolical, and I love it. Yellowfang herself looks like a grumpy old grandma, just like she should. Her markings are harder to tell a little bit, just because she's a darker color. Her paws are right up against her face, so you have to sort of turn her to the side or get her in the light to see where her arm ends. She has this almost burgundy gray for her lighter markings, her ears, her chest, her eyebrows. Those big bushy eyebrows are fantastic for her. And if we zoom in real close, they actually have given her a yellow fang. It is perfect. Her tail is floofier than Jayfeather's. I can do a side-by-side there. Jayfeather has a much smoother tail. Yellowfang has those spikes to hers. Most of Yellowfang is very spiky. Jayfeather is pretty smooth. This whole thing is adorable. So they have settled a theme for the poses. Even if you're not holding on to something like Jayfeather and his stick, you are going to be doing this sort of roll over a big thing pose with your paws, which is adorable. This makes it very easy for them to hang. These are just so cool. I love everything about these. I genuinely assumed that I was going to find, you know, some small rubber defect, some coloring, some issue, but there genuinely are none. These are just great merch, and I'm so glad we have them. So that is all of the merch I ended up receiving from these Warrior Cats blind box figures from the Wave 2 Bonkers toys. I genuinely could not be happier with these. These are fantastic. I'm so glad we have merch of this high quality. And if you are interested in any of the cats in this wave, or just having a cat in your house in general, I encourage you to sort of pick the merch you like the most and go out and buy one or two. See what you get, see what you enjoy. If you really want a full set, I would recommend trying to track down a full case and buy that. You're more likely to get the full set that way. I haven't done the math on that, but I'm perfectly happy just getting one or two of these. Thank you to Bonkers and Warrior Cats for sending me this. It is so cool to have merch like this for the series. I know I keep saying that, but it is amazing. Thank you. And I will see you again for a more regular video next week. Bye, everyone.